The 2026 World Cup is a massive, highly engineered operation. We're talking about billions of dollars in television rights, endless corporate sponsorships, and a spectacle planned out to the absolute second. Part of that planning includes the official mascots. Characters like Zayu the Jaguar are focus grouped, approved by committees, printed on mountains of merchandise, and usually forgotten by the public almost immediately. Contrast that boardroom sterility with the streets of Mexico City on June 11th. The national team, El Tri, has just beaten South Africa 2-0 in their opening match. The wide stretch of Paseo de la Reforma is absolutely packed with a raw, chaotic, and deafening celebration. And right in the middle of that crowd, waddling through the chaos with total composure, is a 2-year-old duck. He is wearing a miniature green Mexico jersey and a tiny pair of socks. How does a pet bird accidentally hijack the attention of the largest sporting event on Earth?
A corporate machine can buy a lot of things, but it cannot manufacture the unbothered authenticity of a duck going for a walk in the middle of a street party. Before the internet fame and the cameras, there was Carla Gomez and her sons, Carlos and Christian. They are an ordinary family who wake up early every day to sell water and soft drinks on the streets of the capital. Merlin joined them when a customer at a street food and beverage stall gave the duck to the family as a gift. He immediately became part of their daily routine. Carla affectionately calls him the boss. He mostly sticks to a healthy diet, but on Sundays he gets his favorite treat, a carnitas pork taco. The shoes are functional. Merlin walks the city alongside his family, and the sneakers protect his webbed feet from the abrasive pavement of the streets. People didn't latch on to a carefully crafted marketing gimmick. They saw a family doing what millions of people do every day in Mexico City, working the street to survive, just with a duck waddling beside them. After someone filmed Merlin in his jersey on June 11th, the video exploded. Memes flooded social feeds. Football fans around the world suddenly started rallying around a new phrase, "Viva el Pato," long live the duck. Paparazzi began tracking his every move. Photographers followed his casual strolls through Chinatown and across the paved paths of Alameda Central Park. Then, on June 22nd, Merlin arrived at the National Palace. A seat was reserved at the front of the morning presidential press briefing. Beside the ministers and diplomats sat a duck in a green jersey. He waddled onto the stage ahead of President Claudia Sheinbaum. He faced the assembled journalists, completely unfazed, and let out a single quack. President Sheinbaum embraced the moment. She called Merlin a symbol of Mexican working families, and right there on stage, promised government assistance to the Gomez family. In exactly 11 days, the simple act of a street vendor taking her pet bird to work resulted in a pledge of state support that provided the family with new financial security. There was, however, one place Merlin couldn't charm his way into. When the Gomez family tried to bring him to Mexico's third group match, they hit a wall. FIFA said no. The corporate stadium rules are strict. No animals allowed inside, even if you are a duck who has shared a stage with the president of Mexico. But sitting outside the stadium made perfect sense. Merlin doesn't belong in a sterilized VIP box anyway. His domain has always been the sidewalk. Carla Gomez never planned any of this. She didn't hire a PR firm. She just went to work, selling water to make ends meet, accompanied by her pet. During a summer dominated by billionaire sponsors and highly paid athletes, social media feeds were fixated on the movements of a single bird. When given the choice, the world decided to give its attention to the pure, uncomplicated joy of a working-class bird in tiny shoes. Viva el Pato!